Hello everyone. I was about to start my nostalgia series, but then I remembered I hadn't told you anything about the new rumors about a next wave of discontinuations at Guerlain, so let me tell you about them now. So I've got 4 bottles here. They are 4 fragrances. We will go through this rather short video. I will try to keep it short. So these are still rumors with one exception, so please take them with a grain of salt. My point is never to add to crazy internet hype or to, encourage strange consumer behavior. Just be wary that some fragrances from the La Matière line from Guerlain were sort of announced to be discontinued, and I cannot emphasize this the sort of enough because it's not sure. The only exception is Oeillet Pourpre. This is not it. This is L'Oeillet. Oeillet Pourpre was a relaunch of L'Oeillet, nothing else but this, which is discontinued and is no longer even on the French website. Now L'Oeillet, it's actually funny because they did release a lot of fragrances lately in the La Matière line, and this Oeillet Pourpre, I was very excited to see it relaunched because I do love this fragrance quite a lot. This is a fragrance I first smelled in 2018 or 2019, the same story as Gourmand Coquin, and I just loved it. I bought it the next day. It is nothing short of amazing how beautiful this fragrance is. This is a very spicy clove slash carnation scent, which is quite pungent, quite in your face, quite sharp. There's the only thing that's smooth about this fragrance is this sort of ambery, benzoin, dark, almost chocolatey in its dry down, because this is a beautiful, beautiful vanilla as well in the dry down. It is, because of this carnation, it is almost metallic. It is almost like it has a metal sharpness to it. I just love this L'Oeillet. I think I got 3 bottles of this fragrance. This is a 50 milliliter bottle that was, it wasn't part of any exclusive line. It was just launched as a standalone fragrance, but it was itself an exclusive fragrance. I think there are, I'm pretty sure there are hints and homages to their other fragrance, which is called Liu, and the old bottle is quite similar to this, the old bottle of Liu, and this is the play on the naming of Liu, and now we have L'Oeillet. It's quite interesting. I think I've spoken about this one before. I think I've spoken about all of them before, but such a shame. And I say it's funny because they just relaunched it, and now Oeillet Pourpre is gone. It's no more, and it's such a shame. So if you've never smelled L'Oeillet, if you can find a bottle somewhere, it's a beautiful scent. It's very it's sort of, if I were to compare it to something they already have, I think it's fairly similar in terms of benzoin, because it is a benzoin scent. It's fairly similar to Bois d'Arménie, which, that's not saying much. It's got the patchouli undertones from Songe d'un Bois d'été, if anybody remembers that scent. And I think that one is still available in Les Absolus. We've got Radio Silence from Les Absolus d'Orient. We know nothing. Let's not give them ideas. please let that collection alone, let it be. Now let's go to Frenchy, Le Frenchy, which became Frenchy Lavande, and this is, again, it makes me laugh because I don't think it's more than a year since I made videos talking about how Le Frenchy will become Frenchy Lavande. This is very fresh eau de cologne type of scent centered around verbena, which is a very citrusy, bitter herb, and of course hints of fresh, woody lavender. This is a rather simple scent, but it is nevertheless very beautiful, very, very beautiful, and quite misunderstood, I think, because this was its original release, but they say this is actually a re-release of a very old historic fragrance of theirs, which was called, oh God, Eau de Verveine, I think. Eau de Verveine, which was something from the, who remembers, from the 20s, I don't know. So I think this was very misunderstood in this Le Parisien collection. I think this was launched in 2017, but I'm not sure. And when I say it's misunderstood, it's because it's a, you know, it's a rather fresh, citrusy scent, and this was a collection that was dedicated or marketed towards men, and it kind of got confused with other, you know, freshly fresh fougères, of which the market is pretty saturated. If I were to think about it, I think Versace Eau Fraiche comes to mind, because they are kind of similar in terms of the citrus, but this one veers much closer to Eau Sauvage, and this is why I think it is quite, you know, superior to most any other citrus fragrance dedicated to men that there are, because, you know, but nevertheless it's a beautiful scent, and I was kind of glad to see it relaunched into La Matière, because this is unisex. This shouldn't have been marketed towards men. There was no reason for this, and alas, I'm not sure it's doing all that well. But if you're ever looking for a very fresh, very distinguished eau de cologne type of smell with great longevity, this is very good longevity, with the sort of lemony, citrusy, animalic, marine aspects that ambergris has, you're in luck. If you can find it. This is going to be a sad video, isn't it? Well, the saddest part is yet to come. So, one of my very favorites from La Matière is Embruns d'Ylang, and rumor has it this is going to get the axe, which of course it will, because why keep anything that's so beautiful? You have to make room for shitty launches, and I'm going to say that as many times as it needs to be said. The latest launches in the La Matière line, none of them hold a candle to Embruns d'Ylang, which is a rather simple scent from, well, as far as the eye can see, from, I think it was launched in 2019, Embruns d'Ylang, and it is a fragrance centered around ylang, of course, which is very fruity in here. It's a very fruity ylang with banana undertones. It is just delicious. This is a tropical scent, which is itself a sort of soft re-release of an older fragrances of theirs, which is Mahora, which became Mayotte at some point, or Mayotte, named from the islands where they got their ylang from. This is a woody ylang with hints of iris and salty sea spray. The latest launch in the Aqua Liguria line, which was Bosca Vanilla, which is the best fragrance I think they released post-pandemic. It's just amazing. I think Bosca Vanilla has some hints of Embruns ylang, but it is nowhere near as beautiful as Embruns ylang is. This is a fragrance that's worth the name of La Relamatière. Jasmin Bonheur is not. Jasmin Bonheur is just an Aqua Liguria. It's a beautiful fragrance, but it's not La Relamatière. This is La Relamatière. This is Guerlain. Yeah, what can I say about it? It's very sad, and I hope to God I'm mistaken and the rumors turn out to be false, because Embruns ylang, it is just wonderful. It's a funny story, actually. I was wearing Bosca Vanilla just casually one day, and then I took a bath, and after the bath I could still get hints of Bosca Vanilla, so I applied Shalimar all over, including my wrist, on top of Bosca Vanilla. And when combined, the freshly sprayed Shalimar with the you know, kind of hints of Bosca Vanilla, gave me a very deep impression of Embruns ylang. There was this beautiful jasmine that came away, it just wafted from the Shalimar, and the saltiness of Bosca Vanilla, and the iris of Shalimar, and the woodiness, and the just everything, the patchouli became just more amped up, and Shalimar and everything just, it's an amazing layering idea. If you've got Bosca Vanilla and Shalimar, kind of combine them and see what's going on there. But again, back to Embruns ylang, it's a shame. I would not like to see this go. It's a shame. It's a very beautiful scent and quite unique. I mean, there's Le Labo, ylang, I don't know, I don't remember the number, ylang 43, I don't know. That's kind of in the same vibe as this one, but you know, it's fairly unique, Embruns ylang. So the last fragrance, which is rumored to get the axe, is Iris Torréfié. This was launched in 2021 or 2020, I don't remember, let me check. Yes, it was launched in 2020, and I don't think I've spoken about this fragrance in English, and this is actually the reason I wanted to do a single review of Iris Torréfié for this video, but I think it kind of worked, and you got a reminder of another 3 fragrances, which I think also deserve to be remembered. So Iris Torréfié, I remember it being pretty hyped in the community, because all of, you know, there is this, for people who don't know, at Guerlain there is this very bemoaned this very treasured unicorn, which is, I think it's, you can still find it, and it is Iris Ganache, which was this very floral, very fresh, very green iris with hints of white chocolate, vanilla. So it was very vanillic, but then again, very fresh. I do have it. If you're curious about this, I could give you a review anytime. Just ask for it in the comments. And because of that fragrance, when Guerlain announced in 2020 they were going to release another iris for La Relamatière, everybody just lost their marbles. They were thinking, you know, they were hyping this imagined re-release of Iris Torréfié, which was, you know, it was just not going to happen. Although Guerlain have hinted that Iris Ganache was going to make an appearance at some point in the future, there was no hints of Iris Ganache coming back anytime soon. I remember Thierry Vassa saying something about ingredients. When they have no answer, they always say something about ingredients. You know, it's not allowed. We cannot use those ingredients anymore. So we never know the insights. We never know the true reasons why a fragrance is being discontinued. But back to Iris Torréfié. This was announced as an iris coffee type of scent, and the hype machine just went crazy. Now, when I finally, because I got it from Place Vendôme, just when it was getting released, it was a very exciting purchase for me because iris is my favorite, I think, note from perfumery ever, and Guerlain iris is always the best iris that there is. So I do remember blind buying this, and when I first smelled it, it was just this beautiful dry iris, and I understood that there is no coffee, thankfully, in this. It's about a roasted type of iris. The iris itself has this roasted, because this is what torréfié means. It's roasted, heated, and then kind of just slightly burned, slightly torched, right? It's a very beautiful nutty iris. It's very dry, it's very powdery, it's papery, it's woody, it's so translucent. But then again, it kind of combines with the floral parts of the iris. It's a very, very beautiful scent. And it does remind me at times of Dior. It's the same type of translucid amber, which is heavy, lipsticky, but then again has this sheer transparent quality to it, which is something that's very dear to me. And whenever it's something I search for in an ambery scent, because I do not like heavier ambers, and I'm always looking for balance in fragrances, and this amber is perfectly balanced by this iris. And oh, of course, there are many other things that balance this this amber, which one of them is cardamom, and this is why it also reminds me of Dior, of course. But you know, if they discontinue this, there is nothing left. There is no similar scent in the Guerlain portfolio, right? There is nothing that's similar to this, and if they discontinue this, well, it will be just gone, and it will be a shame. Now, I think they will do it like they always do it, where they kind of restrict them to the fountains, which isn't saying much, because for people like me, those are not readily available, and they are very, very expensive, because the Abeille Blanche bottles are quite expensive, you know. But it would be a shame to see this one go as well. So yeah, I hope you've got an idea. about these 4 fragrances. If you ever have the chance to smell them, do try them, because they are very, very good fragrances, and it would be a shame to be parted with them. So yes, if you have any other questions, do let me know in the comments, and until next time, remember, fragrance creates memories, and may yours be happy.